Welcome to Snowmobile Sessions Live on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms. It's the #1 destination to learn about snowmobiling, network with other sledders, and have an awesome time doing it. We'll meet other snowmobilers that share your passion and show your fan photos along the way. Snowmobile Sessions Live. Enjoy the ride.
Welcome aboard, everybody. We are here with Taylor Gidney, Mama Gibbs, in the studio tonight. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Thanks. How are you guys?
Excellent. So tell us how you got the name Mama Gibbs. That's been bugging me all week.
So my last name is Gidney, obviously, and I've always kind of been like the mama of sledding, I guess. So it just kind of Mama Gids, and it stuck. And my oldest son goes by Bubba Gids because my youngest daughter calls him Bubba. So now he's Bubba Gids, and it's just a fun way to represent my last name, but not have the whole name in there.
Yeah. And do you have a shoe problem? I'll just ask this before it comes up in the chat.
I may like shoes a lot.
Is that a collection, or do you actually wear those?
So this side is mine. That side is my husband. So he has more of an issue than I do.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite pair on that shelf?
My favorite pair? Yes, I do.
Probably snowmobile boots, right?
No. They're like hot pink Nike Air Force ones. They're really cool.
Oh, sweet. And your husband's, are they hot pink as well, or does he get away with the...
No, he's not a pink guy. He looks like Santa Claus.
Nice. So, tell me a bit about your adventures. I mean, you're a Widescape ambassador, and you ride a lot of Polaris in the mountains.
What?
Isn't it? Skidoo's on there. I seen a Polaris.
Whoa.
You may or may not have been on it. We're gonna prove this right in the photos. There you go.
Never.
Nice. We don't get many Skidoo mountain riders on this show. They just won't come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to change that.
Yeah.
We will have to change that.
Yeah, well, you're changing it tonight. I'm telling you. Right.
Love it.
Yeah. So talk about when did you start riding?
I started riding. I started doubling with my dad before I could even walk. That was on a Polaris. I will admit that, as much as it hurts my heart.
That's the Polaris picture I was telling you about.
Yeah, there is a Polaris picture. That's my dad's fault. It's not mine. But yeah, I started riding at a very young age. I got like an Elan and an Enticer 250, and then my dad bought me a 500 SS, and that was the fastest sled I'd ever owned. And that was I guess trail riding days, because I was born and raised in Ontario. So I started as a trail rider, and then I moved out west and stopped snowmobiling for a little bit because I couldn't afford it. And didn't really know, to be honest with you, being like a naive trail rider. I was like, do people even ride snowmobiles out here? Like, is this a thing? And then the mountain sledding world was introduced to me, and I was like, whoa. At first I was like, we're going off the trail. No, we can't do what? We can't do this. Like, where's the stop signs and the speed limits? What is happening? But and then I guess a few rides in, I was hooked, and I bought my own mountain sled, and I got my husband into mountain sledding, and yeah, here we are.
Very cool. And so some of the photos, we'll get into the photos shortly, but you're kind of a somewhat of a celebrity when it comes to mountain sledding.
I wouldn't say I'm a celebrity. I advocate for the ladies because I love them. And I really push safety and avalanche awareness. Yeah.
Great. And what tips do you have for our lady viewers?
Just give it. Just stop holding back and just go. Like there's so many of us that are just afraid. It's okay to do it afraid. Everybody's out there. Everybody's terrified. We're in the mountains. Being afraid is like part of the sport. So just do it anyways. Give it your all. Yeah.
Now, did you ride mainly in a girl group, or is it a mixed group?
No, actually, I We have a few ladies in my group that ride with us, but I mostly just like ride around. My father calls him my West dad. He's in one of the pictures. We'll talk about him. But I ride with my husband and his like little guy gang, I guess. And I chase them around and try to keep up. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. And I think that's part of the issue with women snowmobiling is that there isn't the big girl group to go out with, right? It should be the other way around.
No,
It should be
there's like a lot of ladies rides hosted. Like I know this past weekend, Nadine Overwater, she's huge in the ski-doo backcountry world. She just hosted her annual ladies rides. And I know a lot of people in like the BC area do host ladies rides, but I mean, there's only a select few and people with busy schedules. Like I myself can make maybe one ladies ride a year. Like, so.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think if there's a bigger network of women that would ride together, it would be better for the sport in general. Don't you feel?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. It feels a lot less intimidating and scary when you're with your ladies, I think, than trying to chase around the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, well, do you? But I would say that like we've ridden with some crazy women snowmobilers on trails, and it's like it's not that maybe the guys are just doing it longer, they're more experienced, but I'm sure the women are throwing down out there just like the guys are.
Oh, absolutely. The women out here are insane. Like I said, Nadine Overwater is one of them, and Sheena Thomas out of Revelstoke Sycamoose area, she's another one. Julianne Chapman on a Polaris, like they shred. They can throw it down. I think the boys have to keep up to them, honestly, but
That's wild. I'd love to see more of that. So you moved from Ontario. Whereabouts are you now? You're in BC?
so I have a house in Edmonton. That's where I'm at, like mom with my kids. They are both like hard into extracurricular activities, but we also have a cabin in Valemount. Right,
Nice.
Valemount is my favorite place in the entire world. So yeah, we bought a property there, and we spend a lot of our time out there. Like even in the summer, our whole summers are there. So this is kind of just like a work school hub, I guess, in Edmonton. But yeah, I'm from Valemount. I'm going to say that.
Very cool. Serge Burnett, 4218, says he was trucking in the Rockies for 10 years and saw how many mountain sledders there is around the Blue River, BC at MUDBRATS.
Ooh. So you came right through Valemount then. That is where I am from. Blue River is like just down the road. So if there's not enough snow in Valemount, we usually truck down to Blue River and see what they got down there.
Sweet. That's pretty awesome. Let's fire up some photos here, and I'm just going to play the first ad there for Fast Track, and then we'll open up your shots, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Fan photos are brought to you by Fast Track Snowmobile Traction. This season, quit sliding sideways on the ice and losing races to your buddies. A Fast Track stud kit will help you with improved braking and give you crave. I put over 3,000 clicks last season on my Renegade 850, and I'll tell you, these studs exceeded my expectations. Not one broken stud, my idle wheels still look like new, and they hooked up like I was on rails in the twisties, inspiring confidence every ride. Fast Track Top Gun kits are the highest rated stud kit at 4.9 stars with over 230 reviews. The studs are heat treated stainless so they are strong and they don't rust. The kit is lighter, easier on the track, and has a lifetime warranty against braking. Each kit comes with a track-specific template for complete balance with over double the scratch lines from stock templates. All listeners when purchasing a stud kit can get a free install kit, a $30 value. Visit fasttrack.co, add both products to the cart, and use the coupon code SNOW at the checkout. That's fasttrac.co. There we go. We're back. Let's have a look at some of your shots. Hey, go up
Oh
two
no, there's
more.
a Polaris.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to see. So Greg Kelly sent a couple of shots in this week, and he says, "Yes, Gary, I'm still alive and well." I think we talked about him not being in the chat there a couple of weeks ago. He says, "Sorry for missing the chat, but definitely will chat in the new year. Say hello to all the lads. Big congratulations to the Brock family and the new sibling for Dallas, Shannon. I hope Corey is a bigger help around the house. Merry Christmas to everybody," he says. Thank you, Greg Kelly. And he said, Barry's Bay is freezing up. So this is his first picture. And the next picture, it's frozen over. Not quite safe enough to go out there yet, but it's getting close.
I'd take your sled across it.
I take Taylor's dad's Polaris across it. See, what's that? That's another Polaris. Is it?
My dad's got a waterclass sled that would take you right across that.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty wild. What is this? I don't think we have this shot in the pictures. Possibly we do. But what is this shot we're looking at?
This is my best friend, Megan. So she is like an editorial photographer, and she had this vision in her mind of chaos behind me and everybody moving, and Mama Gids is the pillar in the middle that brings everybody together. So this is our organized chaos with Corey Endicott on his Polaris.
It's wicked. I love your expression too. You're just standing there so chill, you know.
Yep.
And I think we have the other picture
from the face. Yeah, it was great.
I think we have the other picture of the view from the camera in front of you in your selection of photos, which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that was all Megan. Megan Dawn Visuals. She was the brainchild of that project.
Yeah, for sure. Highlight the last one there. Danny Bilodeau says, make us proud, Taylor.
That is a Valemount local. See? There you go, Danny.
Awesome.
Valemount.
Yeah, very cool. And yeah, Greg is in the chat, I guess. No, someone said Merry Christmas, Greg. Miss you, buddy. He's going to be in the chats in the new year, he said. So that's very cool. It's at least 4 hours drive from Edmonton to Valemount, BC. Lots of riders come from Edmonton area at MUDBRATS.
Yeah.
Very cool. I had a chance to move to Whitecourt, BC. I worked for a newspaper, and they were trying to get me to be the editor out at a small paper in Whitecourt. And their selling thing to me back, and this is back when I was quite young, I was probably 20 some odd years old, and their selling thing to me was it's the snowmobile capital of Canada. But then when I looked and seen what the accommodations were like, what you had to choose to live in, it's basically mobile homes and trailers, right?
Like Whitecourt, Alberta?
Whitecourt, no, it was BC, I think.
I know.
Maybe it was Alberta. I'm not sure.
Yeah, don't go to Whitecourt, buddy.
No. It looked rough, you know.
Yeah, so. 10 out of 10 would not recommend for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, you can unhighlight that then. And then let's go through some photos here and check them out.
That is me and my old man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second Polaris in the photo, so I wasn't wrong.
It was the first sled my little booty ever touched. So you know what? I'll give it to Polaris because it made me fall in love with the sport for sure. But as you can see, my dad is wearing a Ski-Doo coat on a Polaris. So
yeah, he was a dreamer. Yeah, he was dreaming. He was the right direction, that's for sure.
Yeah, dreams were high.
Yeah. So how old were you when you got your hands on the bars by yourself?
So if you can see, he had this like there's like a white pouch in front of my like my legs I'm holding on to. So he, I guess, bolted that on there, and that was my little handlebar. And I think I was like maybe 1 in that picture, if that.
Very cool.
Yep.
Now
and then that is me and my daughter.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. There we go. A Lynx.
That's our Lynx. My husband is a dealer Lynx ambassador, so nice. We have a Lynx in the family as well.
Sweet. I love it. I love the style of that sled. Everything about it.
We call her Squirrely Shirley because she is crazy.
Squirrely Shirley.
There's a lot to hold on to. Yep.
It's an 850 turbo?
It is, yep.
Yeah.
A 154 track. Yeah.
That would dig for sure. Who's on the sled?
That is my daughter, Aria. She's
Nice.
my youngest. She's 6 now. Yeah. She calls it skidooting. Yeah.
Does she have her own unit yet?
She does. She has like a 74 TNT 340.
Oh, sweet.
It starts first pull in the summer.
In the summer, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Michael DeHulia says, Gary and Drew, hope you guys are doing well. I want to see all 26s. Only the diehards at Spring Check exclusive models every year. Team Skidoo, let's go.
Can we replace the word diehard
My
with
husband's
the
got a
rich?
nice 26.
What's that?
My husband's got a nice 26 we just picked up.
Nice.
Nice. Massart's jealous of that TNT.
It is pretty wicked. It is
Yeah.
pretty wicked.
Oh, Serge Burnett says, yes, Whitecourt, Alberta, there's some trails there. I did ride there. My old sled is in Edmonton still at Yellowhead Storage. You can see the units right there off the highway. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool. Small world.
Here's a question for you. Chris Watson says, hey, someone new to mountain sledding, what type of sled regarding horsepower do you recommend regarding horsepower and gadgets?
I would definitely go with it, like, depending on how big you are. Like, the kids ride the 600s and can get around pretty good, but definitely an 850. You don't need to go turbo. I always, like I tell the new ladies in the industry, the turbos for us are like something more to hold on to. So
Right.
the NAs will get us little girls or little men anywhere you want to go, but the turbos are definitely a lot more fun. So if you want to have fun, but no, I definitely recommend like at least a 154 with a 3-inch track and an 850.
You don't recommend starting out on an NA? You think turbo is the way to go?
No, I'm on an NA. There's nothing wrong with being on an NA. Yeah, no, I just think like you don't need a turbo. Turbo's just extra and more fun, more to hold on to.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks for answering that. Click through to the next one there.
So that is me at my first ever actually La Nina Sled Camp Ladies Clinic. So I signed myself up when I was new into mountain sledding. I've done 3 of them now with Nadine Overwater. So I did her intermediate introduction to backcountry ladies clinic. So you just sign up for the day. You meet Nadine Overwater, who is a Ski-Doo ambassador. Which is really cool. That was like meeting a celebrity. She's also a stunt double for Jennifer Lopez, which
Are you serious?
yeah, in the movie The Mother. It was really cool. So I was fangirling in the parking lot, and then I learned how to essentially dip a ski on like my 3rd or 4th ride on that sled, thanks to Nadine. And then from there, I was like, I need to do more because she taught me so much in such a little amount of time that I wanted to fill my mind with everything she knew because she honestly is my idol. When I was a kid, it was MJ Thompson on the trails because she goes fast and looks so cool. And then I moved to the mountains. I still love MJ. I still love trail riding. Don't get me wrong. But
I'm glad you put that in there.
I'm sick of MJ.
I'm glad you put that in there. She would have been upset to hear that, you know.
She knows I still love trail riding. That's why I got the TNT. Come on.
Our cottages are down the road from each other, so we see a lot of MJ in the summer. She knows we love her.
I love her.
Yeah, she gets to razz us at the track all summer long.
Yeah, motocross. So
She's pretty cool.
Yeah, oh, for sure. She's the reason you're here. We got to thank
She
MJ.
is which is like, an absolute honor. I can't believe she even recommended me. I was mind blown. Cried for a little bit, but
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Then you find out we're just 2 hacks running a show out of our basement with a blue light in the background.
I love it.
one day that light's gonna go out. It's gonna be really sad.
Yeah. When you did this riders clinic with the Skidoo ambassador, mountain ambassador, did they provide the sleds and everything? You basically just had to show up.
No, you take your own sled. Yeah. You have to
Cool.
bring your own sled. You bring all your own gear. Yeah, she just provides the education and she provides pictures. She's always got a photographer there. And then essentially she teaches you everything you need to know and shows you. Like she gets on your sled and squirrels you around. Like I highly recommend. And Julianne Chapman does one too. And so does Sheena Thomas. I recommend any of those ladies. Just sign up for a ladies clinic. That for the new girls was game changer for me. Yeah.
Casey's 96 says, can't wait to go on my first one with you.
Oh yes, I take Casey out lots in the winter. She's coming to Revy with me for a charity ride actually in 2 weeks.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, as a beginner, and men or ladies, where do you recommend going first if you're going from Ontario to the mountains out west? Is it Revelstoke, or where would you suggest is a good place to
Ooh,
start if you're going to dip your
I
toe
can't
into
say
mountain riding?
Revelstoke. I'm sorry. I will be letting down my friends in Valemount if I said Revelstoke. Honestly, um, I am so biased. I'm going to say Valemount, and I'm going to tell you to go to Allen Creek because it's got something for everybody. You can trail right up to the cabin and see like panoramic, absolutely beautiful views. Or you can dip down into like intermediate kind of novice backcountry riding down at the lakes. And then essentially you can push yourself all the way back into some crazy backcountry terrain, which is sweet.
That's cool. Is there guiding available if you're out there as a newbie?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you
So
reckon?
you
Do
can
you
actually, yeah. Frozen Pirate Snow Services at a Valemount is amazing. If you are going to Revelstoke, there is Great Canadian Tours, and that's all of the guiding essentially within BC. So you can figure out where to guide. If you're coming to Valemount, you can also rent a sled from Alpine Country Rentals, which is 2 minutes away from downtown, which is sweet.
And then accommodations, is there lots to choose from out there, or is there anything that you recommend as far as lodges go?
Yeah, so if you're coming to Valemount, I know there's like a small hometown feel lodge that I always recommend to everybody. It's called Summit River Lodge with my friend Terry Power. So you go there, there's a little sled shop. It's like a wood, it honestly looks like Santa's workshop, like little wood cabins everywhere. And then there's like this little sled shop, and his wife's in the kitchen and she's got meals made for everybody when they come off the mountain and little packed lunches to take up the sled. It's really my recommendation. But then there's also like bougier cabins in Valemount. That's Whisper Creek. They're really cool too. But then there's like the Best Western, there's the Super 8, there's the Holiday Inn. There's lots of stuff in Valemount. Yeah.
Also, it's a
It's like a
booming
little
play.
sweater hub.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's just like a smaller version of Revelstoke and it's not as busy.
Right on. Well, that's the best part
Mhm.
when you can get into a town like that, right?
Yeah.
Serge Burnett 4218 says Blue River and Valemount, great skiing too by helicopter.
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if you know this, Serge, but Valemount has a place called Crystal Ridge, which is, I think, don't quote me, I think it's the world's only sled access skiing. So you can actually sled up and then backcountry board or ski.
Right on. Megan Dawn
Hmm.
Visual says, hi, Tay. Can't wait to have you in Revy soon.
So Megan Dawn Visuals is the one who took that killer picture of me with the chaos, and that's my best friend.
That's cool. Yeah, she's a good shot, good photographer. This is a great shot
Oh,
too. I love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's
Serge loves stopping.
Nadine's.
Serge loves stopping for a burger at A&W.
See, he's the
You
one
know,
talking about
everybody
trail
I
sledding. It
meet
makes
who
sense
knows
now.
Valemount, yeah, everybody I meet who knows Valemount, they're always like, "Oh yeah, I stopped there for gas and a burger." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Michael DeJulio says, I want to see Drew on a 27 do.
It might
I
happen.
do as well.
It might happen. Listen, if I don't pick up something this year, I will be spring ordering. So yeah, but for Ontario trail riding, I think I'm gonna get a 165 Summit Turbo Expert.
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
with a 3-inch paddle
Do it.
track on it.
yeah, you won't regret it.
Highly recommend.
No one ever regrets a longer track and deeper paddles, no matter what.
Hey, believe it or not, I did my first oval race on a 154. I think I have a 3-inch paddle track on it and a 34-inch front end.
Oh my God.
Holy crap, that would have been a handful to turn.
Did
It
you do
was
that?
a rodeo.
You did that out there?
Yeah, we had so Valemount opened the racetrack there at Rocky Mountain Speedway. They opened, I think, last year their cars back, so they cleaned out this like grown over racetrack that's been abandoned essentially for years. And then they started racing old cars. And then they thought in the winter, why not do an oval thing? So they did their first ever, we called it Frostbite Fury. And it was a lot of fun. People brought out their old sleds. There was, I think Casey Zimmer was there with me. She's in the chat here. And we did it, both of us, on our mountain sleds.
That's awesome.
That's wicked.
Yeah,
Well,
there
that
is
would be
some
nuts.
pictures of it. So I'll show you when we get into them.
Right on. Well, we had the Oval Racers on the show a couple of weeks ago from Muskoka, and they just showed pictures, and then I've been following them on Facebook for a while, but they just started posting more. And man, to hear those sleds going around the track, it's wicked. Have you caught any of their social media stuff?
No.
It's insane. Like, it's so loud. I want to go see one now in person.
Yeah,
Because
they're really cool.
It's thunder at the track for sure, right?
At a 24.
This
a
is
154.
beautiful. I love the wrap and everything on this.
Thank you.
This
That
was
is
a tan
yeah,
in burgundy one, though, that you wrap pink. It's funny.
Yes, I did. I wrapped it pink. I don't know. It honestly, it's not. Sometimes it looks pink, and then other times it looks like a disco ball, and then sometimes it looks purple, and then it's just very iridescent chrome, I think they called it. So it changes colors a lot.
I love that.
That's like the new thing that all the wrap companies have been doing. It looks really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I would try to keep it simple. It's got like the mapping and the mountains, but I also tried to match my suit, so it's got the pink.
Yeah, I
and the
see that.
blue.
You matches the climb suit. That's sick.
That's clever. Now, do you do any mods to your sleds? Like, or are they pretty much stock out of the box?
For me, the only mod I do is I take my sway bar links out so that it makes it easier for me to get my sled on edge in the mountains. And then I essentially take the stock risers and I lower it. So I have like a 2-inch, I think there. It's very low. Like when I turn corners, my handlebars are in between my legs.
Really?
But it gives me, as a small girl, a lot more control. I was actually recommended that by Stephanie Swartz a long time ago when I did a clinic with her and Dave Nerona. And it changed my life. Honestly, I recommend that to every lady that I meet, is to just drop the bars and gain some control for sure, and bring them in. So there's like the stock bars are out here and kind of high, so it brings you down and in. So then it's really a lot more control. And a lot of people recommend the finger throttle. I have been riding thumb throttle. I can't do it. I mean, I'm getting tendonitis, so I might have to eventually to keep riding, but I can't do it. Oh, look, there's finger throttle. You either hate it or you love it. So, I mean, I tell everybody, flip your throttle around and see if you can do it. If you like it, get a finger throttle. But like, if it just doesn't make sense in your mind, then you're going to hate it.
I think you have to be a jet ski rider. I think if you're a jet ski or Sea-Doo rider and you ride like the Spark Trixes and all that, I think that you'd be used to it. But yeah, I think it'd be a hard transition if you never done it. But I was actually going to say something about the lower riser bar thing. We talked to Cheetah Factory Racing at Heydays this year. And that's kind of even the way that even some of the taller guys are going, is lowering their bars, because the sleds are so easy to tip up on edge now compared to 10 years ago when everybody had the, 4-inch stack rises on top of risers. So you have a lot more control with a lower riser bar, even for a guy that's over 6 feet tall. So yeah, that's cool.
Absolutely. And for like the smaller riders or anybody who just wants it to essentially be more nimble and tip over, the T-motion in the back end is like a must for me. I will not buy a sled if it don't have the T-motion in the back. That's why I didn't do the free ride one year. Yeah.
It just doesn't look as cool without a 24-inch riser on it, though. You gotta, and I think that's probably why going with narrower bars, you probably don't need the finger throttle, because when you're in certain positions, it's not hard to push your thumb into it, right? So
I mean, there's sometimes where I do still feel like I'm really reaching, but I felt I was reaching more with the finger throttle. I don't know. That's just me though, because a lot of my friends, I think me and Megan are like the only ones, like old school, we're sticking with our thumbs. A lot of people do really like the finger throttles, especially the ladies. I'm pretty sure one of the girls in here rides with a finger throttle as well. They will be like, we love them, use the finger throttle. That's what I mean. You either love it or you hate it. So just try it. Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Let's take a moment and we'll do a roll call. Actually, we'll go through who's in the chat and yeah, just go through on that. And this is for
there.
No, just for my.
Oh, okay. So in the chat, as always, tonight we got LaPointe's Key 800R, Olive Garden Gnome in here. Chris Watson said, "What's up?" Corey Brock says, "Good evening." Vet fan 1967. Uncle Buck's in the chat again. Jay Darren. Jay Darren,
probably.
Yeah, Jay Darren 1328 says, "Sup those." Iron Moose, Willie McCleary, Ron Kestelut, Serge Brunette.
Nasser, you passed him.
I was getting no, he hasn't said anything yet. Mike Goulit says hi. What's up in the chat? I saw he actually posted on Instagram today. He's getting his sleds out, getting ready for the season. Rob Overholt's in the chat. Jacob Massart's in the chat. As of course, we highlighted one of his comments. Craig Dean 9279. I think I missed someone up here. Brian Lynn said hi somewhere in this chat.
Oh, right on.
Northern Nomad, our buddy from down in Costa Rica, says, "Come down to Snowmobile down here." Yeah.
And you notice
Costa
how
Rica, I am down.
Yeah, you notice how Northern Nomad has a little helmet beside his icon there, and whenever Drew comments, he has something on his.
Yes.
Northern Nomad was my first channel member, and
that's so cool.
yeah, so it's great. So he gets insight on whenever we put a video. It's usually a day earlier. He'll get the sneak preview of it before everyone else, and that kind of thing. And I think I've got it set at like $1.99 a month. So it actually helps us. It's automatic. It helps us buy snowmobile parts. You can go with the $14.99 a month one as well. But it's a great way to get an inside scoop on the channel. And there's some other perks like these cool little emojis. So that changes every month. And then you'll get a 6-month one, a year one, 5-year one. I've got little moose with helmets on. I've got all these different emojis I created that are special for channel members. So if you look in any of my videos, usually the first comment, I have a link. And then there's also, there's
so I have, that's 4 of them for, I guess,
for 4 months. So he can choose what one he displays every time. And as he's a longer member, you'll get a different one to actually display, which is pretty cool. So it's a little bit more fun for the chat. I just thought I'd point that out. And every video I post, who the channel members are, the beginning or end of the videos I'm putting out since the membership started. So I just thought I'd point that out. Yeah, okay. Someone did comment about that. Why you had you had the moose with the dirt bike helmet on the one show.
Yeah. Okay, back to where we were. Elder Santos says, "Hi everyone, I'm late to the party. No problem, Elder. As long as you everyone eventually shows up." Bam Custom says, I'm here still unpacking. And then
Bam, we had a flood this week to top off my nightmare. In the studio here, Drew found that some of the sled gear and a box of some of my PC parts was a little wet. So. The floater suit does work. It was one of the floater jackets from Skidoo.
Tested and approved.
Yeah, it's approved.
Studio's a little musty this week, but
we're working on it.
Well, that's cool. You can actually do that. Look at that.
Oh, that's
you can actually highlight and see the list of top fans.
Well, there we go. That's an easier way to do the.
Sergio Burnett's currently the top fan this episode. Thanks for all the comments and staying in the chat.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I think I got everybody.
Well, here, just click over on the
we just have
the quality pieces spot. And
Tired of dealing with worn-out carbides and scratchers that just won't scratch your itch? You deserve better. It's time to upgrade your ride with Quali Pieces. Quali Pieces is the leader in specialized snowmobile accessories, bringing you innovative products that solve the everyday problems we all face on the trails. From their durable, long-lasting carbides, Trailblazer ice scratchers, to their ingenious roller ski, Quali Pieces has redefined quality and performance. Have a taste of their specialized carbides at qualipieces.com and take your snowmobile to the next level.
Perfect. There we go. Yeah. A little chaotic here right now. Just trying to get used to the new format here. But yeah, very cool. So when you guys are riding the mountain, you and your friends, do you get lost ever?
Yes. That's why I have a trail tech right on there so my husband can find me.
Oh, right on. We have our own little system
so
here.
we wired in like a Polaris trail tech system with like a DeWalt battery, and she's good to go. Everybody can find me.
That's wild. Shank 850 says I know her.
That is my husband.
Yeah, and Cowie Boy 900 says, "Way to represent, Taylor. Let's hit that
Thank you
thumbs
very
up."
much.
Vet fan says, "Hit that thumbs up." There you go. Perfect. You know,
I
we've got
don't know who Cowie Boy is, but thank you.
yeah, we've got our own little system for tracking buddies, and it's not a
Mhm.
homemade janky thing for you. It's oh, the sound was off on that.
Yeah, as soon as you clicked on your
I
thing,
did.
it
Yeah.
turned your sound off.
I got to add my sound. So anyway,
Woo!
Trail
Use the
Link.
Trail Buddy system. It was great. I
It-
really enjoyed your advertisement.
Well, listen,
You persuaded me.
you can notify your crew when you need help. It's got long range performance up to 10 kilometers on open ice and 1 to 2 kilometers through hills and trees. It's built on a mesh network that connects up to 20 riders with long lasting battery and a bright display showing group connection and alerts. TrailLink keeps you connected when it matters most. No one left behind.
That's cool.
TrailLink. So you should check them out. I did a video on it on the channel in March, and it's got a little display, and you just click it, and there's 3 positions. So there's one is stop, I'll catch up. The other one is I need help, and there's the third one you can kind of assign it to whatever you want it to do. But it's very cool, and it's very long range. So with mountain sledding, works on any brand. So if your friends are on Polaris or Arctic Cat and you're on a Dew, you have these units and they all work. And you pull out your phone, there's a little map, and if you are disconnected, it shows at least where the last connection was and the direction that sled was heading, which is pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a little word from our friends at TrailLink, and I'm going to make sure I have audio on next time. Again, we're working out bugs here tonight, folks. So this is it. But here, go to the next one there. Excellent photo.
Thank you. That is my indigenous roots. I'm very proud of my culture and where I come from. And my first wrap actually was dedicated to the 215 that were found in Kamloops.
Nice.
So yeah, I very much advocate for women and indigenous women, especially in the backcountry, on a
Excellent.
sled, hiking. But yeah, I'm very proud of who I am, where I come from. That's why that picture was there.
And do you find there's a lot of indigenous riders out in your area?
I wouldn't say a lot. I think we're pretty minority in any sport or recreation we do. But I do have some pretty close friends that are indigenous. Nadine Overwater is also indigenous, so that was a little connection there as well. And a few of my friends are as well. Hmm.
Very cool. So are you doing a clinic in this photo?
I am just helping one of my friends. That's her name is Chantel. We went out for a girls' day, and she came out to Allen Creek in Valemount, and she asked me if I could just like dust off her cobwebs for the season and remind her the basics. And of course, I was already out there with one of my new friends who just bought a sled. She's a real estate agent in Valemount, and she wanted to start sledding. So I was like, let's do this. So our husbands kind of went off into the backcountry by themselves, and I stuck around in this little, we call it the lakes just behind the cabin in Allen Creek, and I helped the ladies with my good friend Zoe. She's a 15, I think she is now, but she can tread for a 15-year-old little girl, and she was out there helping me teach some women that were twice her age. So that was really cool to see.
That's neat to see the youth getting involved in it at that level, right?
Yeah, Her dad is the avalanche instructor and the local guide in Valemount, so she's always been into snowmobiling with her dad. But I remember a couple of years ago, his name is Curtis. He said that I could take Zoe all by myself, and I was like, "Whoa, this is the golden ticket that I can ride." And he trusts me with his daughter to go by herself, so that was really cool.
Right
But yeah,
on.
she was there with me that day, and she's like my little bestie. Yeah, we do lots of riding together in Valemount.
How many events, like when you're taking people out like that, I'll call it an event because it's not riding with your buddy group, right? Um, how many of those opportunities do you get a year?
Oh my gosh. I try to like I try to want to ride myself and improve my skills and push myself, but I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you at least once a week I have a girl in my inbox asking if she can go to Allen Creek with me and just go over things. So, and I'm not one to say no. Like I said, I'm Mama Gids. I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna take that time out of my riding and help them because I like it's still a day on my sled. It's still a day in the snow. I still like it, and to see their faces is almost like more rewarding for me than me doing something cool.
That's neat. Megan Dawn Visual says Tay is an incredible teacher, making women feel so confident in the sport.
Yeah, I try. I work out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's definitely a passion for me. I have a big heart and I love making people feel comfortable. I know Megan had been out of the sport for a long time and I threw her on Squirrely Shirley last winter. That poor girl. And she came out and she did the charity ride with me in Revelstoke and she fell in love with snowmobiling and yeah, it was beautiful to watch. And the fact that she handled Shirley all day long was absolutely impressive.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
What is the charity ride in the mountains like? Like how does that? I know what a charity ride on the trails looks like, but how does that work in the mountains? Is it you stick with your group, or is it mainly just an après ride type festivities?
Well, so it's Nadine Overwater again. She hosts it with her La Nina sled camp. So it's the La Nina charity ride, and she donates to a different charity every year. This year I think it's men's mental health, but we essentially sign up. We all sign up with our riding levels. So there's beginner, intermediate, and then there's the pros. So you can then sign up. Like I sign up for intermediate, and we go in our little group. So there's guides. There's a front guide and a tail guide for every single group. And there was like, oh my gosh, like 14, 15 groups last year. Don't quote me, but there's a lot of groups. So she's got a lot of the Great Canadian Tour guides there because she works for them as well. So a lot of the guides come out and donate their time to guide everybody who's signed up for her ride. And then afterwards, we have like a party and then a celebration at the local, the Regent. I think it's like a bar or pub and
Love it.
everybody goes down there for a big raffle table and it's a lot of fun, honestly. But this year's the 10th and final one for Nadine, so we're gonna have to somebody's got to pick up her torch or we're not gonna have the charity ride anymore, which is really sad, but also she needs her time back, so we all understand.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, that's for sure.
It's a lot
Sergeant
of work.
Burnett says, have you ever been around Prince George? I've been trucking all the way on Highway 16 to Terrace and Prince Rupert, BC. Awesome places, lots of snow.
I personally have never been out to Prince George, but I know one of my friends in Valemount is from Prince George and she loves it there. But no, I personally have not been out there.
Daisy is 96 says, Taylor's an amazing teacher, has helped me gain my confidence back and getting me out as much as possible.
Heck yeah, I sure do. She did Frostbite Fury with me last year. So she came out and raced her mountain sled on an oval track, which I am so sorry, Casey. That was crazy.
That's awesome. Do you roll it by chance?
But she was also, did I roll it? No,
Yeah,
I almost did.
does anyone that takes a mountain sled out roll them?
Oh yeah, there was lots of people rolling their sleds out there for sure. Yeah,
Love it.
it was a fun time. It was chaos, but it was great.
Don't highlight that one because
Yeah.
the context is missing because YouTube
Yeah,
blocked the other comment.
Outdoor hobby guy,
He was talking about when you were talking about Megan on the 850 turbo. Says Megan, like, holy moly, rider, get off this thing to ride.
Well, it's because there was a comment that was blocked. I'm a moderator, so I saw the comment. The comment was from Megan Dawn Vision, said, Shirley took me for a ride, LOL, and it blocked that for inappropriate comment, by the way.
Ooh, Megan.
Shirley took me for
did.
a ride.
Yeah.
Squirrely Shirley. See, Squirrely Shirley. I told you, she's naughty, man. She is crazy.
Yeah. Backyard Rec says, what's
But
going
hey,
on?
she liked her so much, she wanted me to bring her back so she could ride her again in 2 weeks. So
Right on.
she's having her day with Shirley again.
That's cool. She kissed a girl and she liked it.
She did.
Backyard Rec Furry's in there. He goes, what's going on, boys? Let's go to Sycamus and ride. LOL.
Sycamus is pretty good. I did a ladies ride there. Actually, that one, there's a picture in there with all us girls and we look super fun and happy and it's snowing. That was one of the first girl groups that I was a part of, She Throttles, and we hosted a ladies ride there and it was a lot of fun. And there was a lot of snow. It was a great day.
And Julia Sunshine Fly says, loved hearing about your Indigenous culture. You're beautiful inside and out, making us Indigenous women proud, girl.
Oh, thank you. Make me cry.
Kelly Maloney, 5161. When does your season typically start and end in Valemount? Are you going now?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure my husband started like early November. Sometimes we can get out for a Halloween ride, and then we can ride, believe it or not, sometimes right into June.
Holy.
Depending on the snow. Yep.
That's where mountain sledding blows trail riding out of the water.
I mean, from like the end of like April to June, it's like concrete trail riding. Essentially, you're just adventuring to see as far as you can get, but you're still out there. I mean, we push it as long as we can go. But yeah.
Yeah. So who are these crazy people?
So these are some of my good friends. The one with the matching suit, that's Becky. She is from like the Oliver region, so like the Shuswap, I guess. And then Jesse and Casey, they're at the side. They're part of She Throttles, which is a girl group that I used to be a part of when I first started in the mountains. And they just host a lot of ladies' rides and they give back to the community. And this was our ladies' ride in Blue Lake in Sycamus. And we were just having an epic day. Like me and Becky and a bunch of girls bounced into the backcountry. And then me and Jesse and Casey worked with some of the new girls in a meadow. It was a really fun day. And it was really empowering me. This was my first ladies ride ever. So it really empowered me to like, the ladies aren't cliquey in this industry. There's a lot of fun and everybody just wants to ride together and have a good time. So it was a lot of fun that day.
It looks like you're having a blast here.
Oh yeah, we were having a blast.
Another great shot. Is this that lake bowl you showed earlier?
This is called Lakeview Terrace, and it is, I believe, yeah, this is in Clamina. This is another riding area in Valemount. It's closer to Valemount actually than the Allen Creek one, but this was my team ride with my dealer, Martin Motorsports, and the guy in yellow there, that's my West dad that I was talking about before. Him and my dad are the same age and the same person. And I think they met for like 5 minutes, and I called this friendship before they even knew each other, but they're best friends. And he knows when I'm out here sledding with Andy that West dad has got me and he doesn't need to worry. So that was just a really cool moment captured by my friend D on our team ride with Martin Motorsports with my dad.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think he was giving me shit by the look on my face, but
KZ says, if the weekend that she first met you and my sled was blowing up.
Oh, that's right. So the happy picture before, that was the first weekend I had met Casey, and her sled was blowing black smoke and it smelled like burning plastic. And I chased her. I don't know how many girls I passed to catch up to her to make her stop because there was something wrong with her sled. And yes, there was something very wrong with her sled.
Oh no.
What a memory. That was fun. That was like Ontario trail riding to catch up to Casey. That was pretty fun.
Ah,
Yeah, so this is me racing my mountain sled on an oval track.
oh man. I like the roost out the back.
Yeah, you
It was insane. So there's another picture where poor Casey is behind me and she is consumed by the roost. You do not see her.
That's funny.
Yeah,
These
I forgot
right
the rule.
there.
There it is. Yeah. Casey's
Holy,
in that snow. Yeah.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful wrap as well. Is that the same?
same
That's
sled,
the
I
same
think,
sled.
right?
That's the
Was it?
same sled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah,
What do you
poor
not
Casey.
not just racing like this, but when you're in the mountains, what do you wear for safety equipment?
I always have my 509 tech vest on because I'm just scared to take that mountain bar in the chest. If there's days where I know I'm gonna like potentially jump or drop, I will put my neck guard on just because I do have a neck injury. But the only safety equipment I wear in the backcountry is that really. Oh, and my knee and shin guards. I smash my knees off those side panels, even just going down. So my knee pads are like they are a must. Yeah,
Are they in
for
your
sure.
pants?
And
Or
then all my avalanche safety gear, obviously.
are they on your pants, or are they on the tunnel or on the body, the cowl?
No, so
pads.
I wear like a big plastic pair of like Liat, like
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
hardcore chin and knee protectors. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't put some people put the cushions like right on the snowmobile in front of your knees. I never have because my knee pads are so great inside, or knee protectors, I guess they are. What are they called? Like shin pads,
guards.
knee
Yeah, shin guards.
protectors.
Yeah, I got a pair of
Something like that.
I've got 509 ones that have a little gel on the kneecap, a little gel spot. You want to make sure you hit the body with that, because if you hit it on the hard part, it doesn't really protect you too much. But
Absolutely, yeah. There's a bunch of them. I like the Liat ones because the whole inside is foam, and then you just slide them on like a big sock.
yeah, right on.
Yeah.
How'd you do in this oval race?
I think I got a second, and a fourth. Yeah, my fuel pump was pooched on my sled here, and I didn't realize it. So there was multiple times. I did a backcountry race as well, the Riley Suhan in Golden. So we do like an enduro race up in the mountains, and my sled almost made me die because it went from like 7,600 RPM to like 23 going uphill on a sheet of ice. Yeah. And then here, everybody passed me in a corner because I went to gun it coming out of the corner, and it just went ball. So I have a new fuel pump. We're ready to go.
Yeah. Do you do any wrenching on your sled yourself, or do you trust that to your
No, I
husband?
take it right to Martin Motorsports. The service department is like no other. I just drop my stuff off and they take care of me. I'm a princess. I used to. Don't get me wrong. My dad would be really pissed off because anything we had to do as kids was, dad holding the flashlight and screaming at you what to do. So
Yeah. Yeah, but you're a better rider and better snowmobiler because of it.
I mean, I don't know, because I look at these new machines and I didn't even know how to take a belt off of the new one. I'm like looking at it, like trying to move the secondary, and they're like, no. There's like a little, it was crazy stuff. I'll get there.
Yeah. Everybody should know how to change a belt, just so when your friends on the Polaris break down, you can do it, right?
Yeah.
I know how to. I went
Or when you
home
get your brand new
and made
sled
sure.
and you switch your stock belt to an Ultimax, then
That's yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. So talk to us about avalanche safety. That's something really a top priority for you, and you've done a lot of fundraising in that world.
So there's two things that I do. I'm not an I always say this. I am not an avalanche professional. I am just an advocate, and I love, like, I guess not telling people, but telling people to go get educated. But I have a merch line that I did a collaboration with Sierra Winter Smith out of Alaska. And it's my hand with the little K-pop symbol, which was before the K-pop Demon Hunter thing. Okay, they took it from me. Mine was first.
Right on.
But yeah, so all of the proceeds from that line actually go into a big pot. And then there's a scholarship program where women can sign up, and then I pay for women to be educated in the backcountry. We actually just educated, her name was Crystal Bentley. She was from the States, and she drove all the way up to Sycamore. She went to CKMP, the Carl Cooster Mountain Park.
Yeah.
And she did her avalanche training with Soul Ride. So Sheena Thomas and Jeremy Hankey, they did the first ever motorized avalanche safety course. So it's specifically geared to people on snowmobiles instead of like skier, sledder education kind of together. They made their own course really specifically made for sledding, which was really cool. And it was really cool that I got to put Crystal through that. So she just had to drive up and pay for her accommodations, and her course was on us. So, and then my birthday bash every year I do in March. My birthday's at the beginning of March, and I host, it's not a ride, it's more of a gathering, but we do ride up to the cabin, and we dig up beacons, and we talk about how to use our avalanche safety equipment. And I really get the kids involved. So we have a kids course, and they're searching with their beacons, and we play hide and seek with our beacons, and it's a lot of fun. And this year, Avalanche Canada is actually coming to give like a little talk and to make sure that people are using their equipment properly, which is huge. And for me, it's like the more you practice, the more you realize you don't know how to use your stuff, and you should probably take a refresher, or maybe it's time for you to sign up for that AST. Because if I'm trained and I know, that's really cool, but like, what if I go under the snow?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So for me, it's I guess selfish. I'd rather there be more educated people there to help save me and help save the people I know and love that are snowmobiling, but also so they can save their loved ones and not stand around and panic and because they don't know what to do and their husband did, but he's under the snow. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like flying on an airplane with the masks and you got to put your mask on first kind of thing. Avalanche safety is a serious thing to know, and you know, everybody in your group should be well versed on it. Uncle Buck asked a good question here. How do you identify areas to avoid avalanches?
For me, I always check the Avalanche Canada broadcast for my area, so it'll let me know like an avalanche professional has gone out and has highlighted like what to look for, and they will actually tell you like stay off of the slopes with more than a 30-degree, or stay in the tree lines where you're a little bit safer today because the conditions aren't that great. But also my husband and I are huge on, we'll just dig a snow pit and we'll see what the snow condition looks like ourselves. We'll see if there's a danger there, and if there is a danger, we just won't hit that much of a slope that day, and we just go for kind of like more low consequence terrain.
And when you first enter a zone, like I've never mountain ridden, so I'm just going from pictures and other videos I've seen. There's always a big sign saying check your beacon. Is that when you test as a group that your beacon's working?
So like for me, when I do my birthday bash, I tell everybody essentially wait in the parking lot, make sure your beacon's on. I'm going to go up the trail a couple 100 meters, and I get off my sled, put myself in search, and as they go by me, they go by slow, and I get beep, okay, you're good, beep, okay, you're good. So then I know that I can find each one of their beacon and it's working properly.
Yeah. And does that mean they can find you as well? Like, is it two-way in that sense?
Yeah, so everybody said when you start in the parking lot, you just turn your beacon on, right, to find, right? And then if somebody was to go under the snow, everybody turns their beacon to search. So the only person that's on find mode is the person under the snow. So then everybody, then your whole beacon turns into a piece of equipment, and you can
beacon's
now
nothing more than basically a radio that's powered, and you're just looking for the frequency of it. It's not like a buddy system, Dad.
Yeah.
Like anybody riding past with an avalanche beacon can find someone else with a beacon buried in the snow.
It just gives me numbers. And mine, like I have a MUDBRATS, or I can never know how to say that word, but I have a MUD one, and it's newer with a digital screen. And it shows me an arrow, and then it shows me like a number. And essentially when the number gets lower, and you're getting closer, right? And then you get closer to the snow and the number's getting lower and lower and lower. And if it gets to like 1 or 2 or underneath, that's when you know, okay, they're somewhere in this. Now I pull out my probe and I start trying to feel where their body is. And then from there you dig your hole and you pull, like that's where you can pull them out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. When you're in search mode, I guess it would only find the person that's not in search mode then, right? So you don't, if you're standing beside
Yeah,
your
so you
buddy,
need to make sure your whole group turns out of find, or else you're going to essentially throw yourself off and search for your friend who's searching for the other friend, right?
right on. That's a really good setup.
Yeah, it is, honestly, it's life-saving. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're never going to be able to fight. Like there's a certain way you have to walk, there's a certain way you have to get low into the ground, like, and you really need to take a course to understand that. Like I can't even teach you that, because that's why we practice. I get out there and I'm like, oh my God, I forget. But then I always have somebody with more avalanche education. So when we're practicing, it comes back to you. And then the more you practice, it's like snowmobiling. The more you ride your sled, the better you get at sledding. But you need to practice for the dangers as well, right? So the more you practice your beacon, the more something goes wrong, you just be able to pull it out and it's just go. It's just, right? It's just memory.
Yeah. Nice.
So that is little Zoe. That's the little 15-year-old, my little bestie there is talking about. And this was the same day I was helping the girls out at Allen Creek. That's Sherry Malone. She's the real estate agent in Valemount. So if you ever want to move to Valemount, the girl in green there, the mint green with the pretty smile, that's Sherry Malone. She'll buy you, or she won't buy you it. She'll help you buy a house. She is the girl to go to. And then, yeah, that's little Zoe. She's my 15-year-old little sidekick in snowmobiling. We have a lot of adventures together, and I love that kid like she's my own.
Yeah, this is a great picture. It's like you're finding Drew and I in the snow here.
Yeah, I don't know. This was Zoe's little, I guess, trendy thing that the kids do. She made a big heart and stuck my phone in it and made us stand there. So
cool. Yeah, I can see the heart now for sure. Speaking of which, Chris Watson says, how long do you have to find someone buried under snow?
I think they tell you have like 12 minutes. Don't quote me. See, this is what I mean. We need to practice. But yeah, I think you have about 12 minutes before it's game over.
Not a lot of time.
No.
What do we got here?
Oh my gosh.
Got a guy with a middle finger mask on.
That is me.
That was you.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yep. This was, so if you can see, there's like girl sleds in the corner, and this was Taylor standing there, and all the boys are in front of me. So girls' day, they were not allowed to come.
That's cool.
That's just me being me. I have it in my tunnel bag all the time, and I'll just throw it on to make people laugh. I have a very crude sense of humor, and not a lot of people understand it, but that's okay.
I love it.
And my dad used to tell us that gesture meant I love you in our family. So you can take it whatever way you want.
Yeah, that's right. It must in our family as well.
So this is Megan's kids at my oval race, and they have little signs that say, "We love you, Auntie," and "Go, Auntie." It was, oh, it's going to make me cry. It was like so special.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a Widescape ambassador.
That's sick rap on
Yeah,
it,
that's
too.
a wicked rap.
That might actually be the first Widescape to get a rap.
It was the first Widescape to get a wrap.
Was
Yep,
it?
it was. I think I was the first Widescape ambassador as well, which was cool. Yeah, my dealer approached me. So I tried it out on a mountain, and everybody was like, "Oh, this thing is so lame. It's so lame." This thing is cool. Like, I don't care what you say. This is fun. So I think the guys at Widescape seen how much fun I had on this Widescape, and they were like, "We want her to rep this thing," because I did. I had a blast on it. I am no longer a Widescape ambassador, though. I don't know what happened to Widescape, but nobody has heard from them in a very long time. So I returned my Widescapes to the dealer and on to new and different adventures, I guess.
Yeah, well,
But I enjoyed it a lot. They were so much fun.
Was it capable?
Not for mountain sledding, no. I would have loved it in onto, like, I loved it for around my cabin. I tie my kid on in her GT on the back, and it was awesome. It was also really cool, like if there was snow in the valley, just to like bum through the little trees. That was, I always say it would have had a huge market, like Eastern with you guys for like little acreages and stuff, if you guys would have had the snow for sure.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
had some bad winters when that thing came out because
right.
we had a dealer
yeah.
that was stocking them that was going to try to get us one, but
Just
the snow was never there. Every single time that it could work out, it was like we maybe had a few inches of snow up north even, and it just the timing was never right for them. I think that's kind of what happened, right? But
yeah, I always wanted to get
That's
one. It's
good.
pointed into the bush, and there's not deep snow like you have out there in Ontario, and just ride it through the trees, right? I think it would have been pretty cool. But
No,
last
it was
week,
cool. I mean, the trees behind us there in that picture, I don't know why I'm pointing as if you can see it.
we
The
can
trees
see you
behind us
pointing.
are me and my friend Diamond busted in. He was on one as well. He's one of the sales guys at our dealer. And
Yeah.
we had a blast trying to find some little lake that they were talking about. I mean, he got the Widescape completely hung up in one of the trees, but it's 200 pounds from front to back. You just pick it up and keep going. It was wicked.
Yeah, very
was-
cool. I still want to ride one. We had the guys from Ruffian on last week, and it was they've got the 700cc snow bike coming out probably early in the year, which should be a wicked
I've
machine
seen
to
them
ride.
release them at Heydays there. It looked really cool.
Yeah, and he's
Casey
Derek
says,
is
I have a video of you jumping the Widescape. Let's not share that.
that's awesome.
I think anyone that's seen the Sea Boys video where they trashed a Widescape in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. There's been a few. Yeah, I have a video of you, Casey said, jumping the Widescape. That's funny.
It's cool.
Kelly Maloney says, have you ever been in a real emergency avalanche search?
I myself, knock on wood, have not, thank God, but I know lots of people who have. And actually, a couple of seasons ago, my husband literally met the guy at the top of a hill after he had just lost his friend in an avalanche right behind them.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it does happen, and it happens quite frequently, unfortunately, which is why I'm so huge on advocating for people just to be educated, because it can happen so fast.
Yeah, I can see that, right?
Mhm. So this is he called me his little sister, but he is my best friend's bigger brother. So he used to pick on me all the time. He actually passed away last year, the day after the Frostbite Fury. So the last time I talked to him, he was making fun of me for racing my mountain sled on an oval track. And then the next day he was unloading his sled at his race, and the throttle stuck and he went straight into a pickup truck.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
But it was very tragic. But I promised his sister and I've promised his dad that I will carry on his legacy in the snow. Yeah. And I get to do a memorial lap with his ashes this year at Frostbite Fury, which is going to be very special.
That's a nice way to honor him, actually.
Yeah, so there he is again. That's Mike in the green, and that's his dad, Greg. They're also Indigenous, so I met them through the powwow dancing. And yeah, he was, you're my little sister. But yeah, he used to make fun of me so bad. But this is him actually at Allen Creek with Greg years and years and years ago. And as you can see, he's got the risers to the sky like we all used to do.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Amazing how that trend is just, it's full circle. It'll probably go short and then
I
come back
know.
high again one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's mountain sledding with a full face helmet. Like, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
His dad's also on a Renegade. That's not even a Summit. It's a Renegade.
I know.
Like a trail
Yeah.
sled.
Yep. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, good memories. And there he is there. Yeah, he loved snowmobiling so much. And he built all of his sleds by himself. He was a dad to 6. And yeah, he was just a huge
Wow.
part of our lives, but something I think about him every time I start up my sled now, which is nice. That's our memory.
Yeah, that's good. Memories never fade, right? The was
No.
he a huge drag racer? Like that's a different sled than what we seen
Yeah,
him
so
on
he
earlier.
was he did oval, and then he loved drag racing. He loved drag racing. He was so fast
Yeah,
and so known in the industry. Everybody loved Mike because he was that huge smile the whole time. Yeah.
yeah, wild.
Yeah. It's crazy though.
Yeah,
It can happen so quickly. And
yeah,
I remember his dad telling me right till the end he could see him. He was just trying to fight the sled so it didn't hurt anybody else.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Mhm.
So kind of a hero.
This is
'cause
me
it
and
could've-
Casey.
Yeah,
He is a hero. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So this is you and Casey.
That's me and Casey. That was the weekend of Frostbite Fury. And we had like a downtown, we call it Winterfest in Valemount. So it's like a little local downtown celebration. And we close off the entire street essentially. And there's like ice carvers and hot chocolate. And our dealer comes out, Martin Motorsports. It's Chad behind us there with the little toque on.
Right on.
He's one of the motorsports boys, but they came out and put up their big tent and set up some games and put some kids sleds out. And me and Casey obviously had some fun on the kids sled. And Megan took that photo.
Yeah. Your daughter needs that sled to get her feet wet.
I don't know, that 340 it's everything you need. That's what I tell her. These things are like, they're more money than the Widescapes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
340 is fine. She's good to go.
Yeah, oh, for sure. It'll make you a good rider though, because the 340 you'll have to handle it, where this would handle really well, for a kid sled, right?
Absolutely. She'll get her.
Yeah,
Then she'll go on mommy's sled and she'll be good to go.
yeah. Julia Sunshine Fly says, Racer 567, our brother. Thank you so much for acknowledgement, little sister Taylor.
Yeah.
And Casey recognized herself. She says, oh, hey, that's me.
That's her. That was a fun day.
Yeah.
I think, oh yeah, that was a fun day. We got to ride all weekend and then we got to race. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool.
I think the team ride that weekend is my favorite weekend. I'm not going to lie to you.
The team ride? What do you do on that?
Yeah. We just get together as like the Martin Motorsports is like, I know there's like team, like my husband's one of the team ambassadors and a few of our friends are as well. And I was an ambassador for them for the Widescape. We're just like a family. Like everybody gets together and we hang out at the Best Western and we ride for a couple of days together. We take a bunch of pictures for advertising and it's just a lot of fun. And it happens to fall on the same weekend as the Winterfest. So everybody's kind of in a fun, festive winter fun mindset already. So I don't know. I just love the vibe of the family team ride. That's a beacon.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's Frozen Pirate.
Frozen
I don't
Pirate.
know what is going on with me in this. So yeah, he is the local guide, Frozen Pirate Snow Services, but he's also the avalanche instructor for our area. So he teaches everybody their avalanche safety. He was also a part of Avalanche Canada for years. So he is my go-to for anything avalanche. He's also my go-to because he's a small guy. I love you, Curtis, but you're a small guy. He's really helped me with riding because the way he rides and the way he holds his body is a lot more similar as to I would compared to like my husband who's 6'4" and twice my size. He can just like bump a hip and his sled does what he wants. Yeah,
Yeah.
us little guys have to a little bit more oomph into it.
I thought you were saying pirate rides like a girl. That's what I thought you're getting at.
No, I would never. I mean, he could. Some of the girls are better than the boys.
Oh, I know. I have to watch that.
No, he
you have
can
to watch
shred,
when
and he's been shredding for, God, years. He was probably a young kid when he started. He is a local to Valemount, and he's also our executive director for the Snowmobile club there. So he's a good guy.
Very cool. So when you say snowmobile club, is it just a group like for social outings, or do you have to have passes or tags to ride your areas?
Yeah, so once we start, so I am on the board there for the Snowmobile Club. It's called VARDA, Vail Mountain Area Recreational Development Association. It
Yeah.
is so long, Curtis. We need to change this. But VARDA, yes, I'm on the board. And essentially, once we start grooming, there is attendance in like a little gate. So you do have to pay. It depends on what club you're riding, but between $25 to $30 a day is like a day trail pass.
Oh,
Yeah, or you can buy a season's pass, which they have them discounted at early seasons and before the sled shows and stuff like that. But there's season passes as well that you can.
Yeah, that's great. Endicott 7.
No, you will not, Corey. No, you will not.
Yeah, one day I'll get her on a Polaris, he says. Yeah.
No, he will not. He's the guy in the first picture there throwing the snow everywhere. That's Corey Endicott.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like, I love the throttle. So I sold her a few years ago, but my husband and I are big into motorcycles and riding Harleys as well.
Very cool. You're all about
Yeah.
anything with a motor in it, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, essentially. I think my dad would turn anything without a motor into something with a motor. Like even my little battery powered Jeep had like a lawnmower motor in it. It did not have a battery. It did wheelies, man.
That's wild.
Oh, this was cool. So you can see my friend Emily in the pink in the back there. She does not like us being Charlie's Angels. We left her out and she is very pissed.
Only 2 Charlie's
What
Angels.
is wrong, Emily?
She would have been a perfect third Charlie's Angels.
Right? She's like, okay, whatever. You don't want the blonde angel? I'll just walk away. But yeah, this was our vintage ride in McBride's. We all bring up old sleds, and I have the old TNT complete outfit on there with my climb goggles. I took my Widescape up so people could try the Widescape, and yeah, I think I ruined my goggles, but that TNT helmet saved my life. I did a massive head plant into like an icy trail, which was great.
Is that your silver bullet right there?
No. No.
That's beautiful.
I don't know whose that is.
That is.
I don't know whose that is. There was so many beautiful old sleds up there. They do it every year, and it's the vintage ride. So they bring all the old guys up, and some of the sleds are crazy. I'm like, holy. And they have like the Ski-Doo cars, like the moto ski cars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They take up the whole trail. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like Ski-Doo made one called the Elite, but the moto ski ones are really rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wind tracks and everything.
Sled. Yeah. See, now that's a
This is my watercross sled.
So you
Yeah.
actually watercross
So
as well? Like, this is awesome.
I am just getting into it kind of like, I guess, semi-professionally with my dad. So my dad is a professional racer in Ontario at 54 years old. He took Pro 850 for points this year, and he took the master's class. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm just trying to keep up to the legend. I mean, my brother-in-law does it as well. Those are his kids. So that's my niece and my nephew, Carter and McKenna. But yeah, their dad races, and then Auntie built a cool pink and blue sled. And that was the day that we were just at the practice pond, just up from my dad's house. My dad lives in Bancroft, Ontario, so that's where I'm born and
Sweet.
raised.
Right on.
So we have a practice sled just outside of between Bancroft and Maynooth.
Yeah.
And yeah, we take all the sleds out, and I practiced for the day. I did sink and thought I was going to be eaten alive by a water snake, but we're okay. And yeah, I just need to practice more.
Yeah.
It is a lot different than snow. And the sled weighs absolutely nothing. So I like got on it and immediate was like, okay, here we go. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah,
awesome.
it's a lot of fun. And it's like, I mean, I like anything with a motor. And if I don't have to stop snowmobiling in the summer, I'm game.
Muskoka has a huge watercross association. I know they were doing races in Gravenhurst a few years, like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, so that's my dad's a part of that.
Yeah,
Is it?
OWR.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called
Ontario Watercross
UWRA.
Nice.
Yeah.
I might have met
Yeah,
him at
so
an
my-
event. We did a show and shine at the Sled Corps Militia. There's a Sled Corps Militia show and shine, and the Watercross Association had probably 10 or 15 sleds there. And your dad was probably there years ago, and they fired him up, and holy cow, it would break your eardrums.
Well, yeah, a lot of them put those like Jaws performance exhausts on them, right? So they are so loud.
Jaws is
I
the
did
water
not.
guy.
Oh, I did not. No, I did put a wicked clutch kit in that though from Dynamo Joe up in Thunder Bay.
Cool.
Yeah, try to catch me out of the corner. I think not.
That's awesome. You don't clutch your mountain sleds at all? Did you put a kit in those?
No, some of the boys do. I don't. I mean, I'm so little, it really doesn't make that much of a difference for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's another, that's my daughter. She was, oh God, maybe 3. And she's got a motorcycle helmet on with a neck brace so she doesn't get whiplash. And I took her for a little trail ride in Edson, Alberta.
Wow,
It
that's
was a fun day.
like really reminiscent of what your father and your picture is that we started the
Absolutely.
with, right? That's very cool.
Absolutely. Except for I'm on a ski-doo, so his dreams came true.
Yeah, there you go, right? You should have had the climb jacket on for the Polaris reference there, right?
Yeah, we should have. I should have got like an old Polaris Indy coat on, the old leather ones.
You still have time to redo that photo.
I do.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
wraps
that
are
was-
sick. That's a good shot of that chrome
If
wrap.
it wasn't so expensive to do a one-off chrome like that,
Yeah.
I would do one. I think that's so cool looking.
They are so cool. They are so cool. That was the Frostbite Fury race again. I was going for my lineup. I'm like the most outrageous person in the world. Dave Nerona calls me moon boots because I have moon boots that are holographic that match my sled
That's
there.
what you
They
had on the
shine.
Widescape photo, right?
Yeah.
Bright purple.
Those are my moon boots. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to
Yeah,
get teased
that's my
by
name.
it's hard to get teased
No, it
by
isn't.
Dave Nerona. Like, come on.
If he likes you look out. But hey, I give it right back to him. If you go on my Instagram, there's a video of me dressed up like Dave Nerona telling everybody the ladies love me. So
Oh, I gotta go check that out. Yeah,
I did it for MJ.
that is
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
Yeah, definitely. If we can get Instagram on that thing, we gotta go load that video up.
This is the Frostbite Fury race. This was us lining up. It was just a really good day, honestly. I think I shared a lot of pictures of it because my sled looks so good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Drew was asking
yeah,
if that's
that
an
was
Everest.
Is that an Everest to the
Yes.
left?
Beside me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I sure is. Yep. She was racing us.
That's
I think she got
awesome.
stuck.
Now I
A little
understand. Now
bit
I
of
see.
snow
Now I
there.
see why the 850 turbo got second. Then okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Except for that
Oh, there you
34-inch
go.
front end, man. That was. I took the whole shot. You see that? Do you see that?
Yeah,
That was
I
the
did.
only time I was in first.
Yeah. That's funny. Hard to
Look at that
compete with the
And
guy
then
on the cat
Casey,
there.
there
That's
she
so
is
pro.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Casey again, stuck in the roost of my no mud flap.
Yeah, you don't want to be right
Just her head
behind your
poking
paddle
out.
track. Yeah.
No, she should have taken the Arctic. She's got a big mud flap over there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the thing. It'd be like getting shot with a machine gun behind your sled.
Oh, absolutely. Especially that day. Like the corners turned to complete ice. And it was not only did you almost flip in the corners, your whole back end just fishtailed, like, because it was just a sheet of ice. But I mean,
Oh.
the views were epic. Look behind, like, it's the most beautiful racetrack I think I've ever been to because the views are amazing. So it makes for epic pictures no
Yeah.
matter what you're doing.
I think that's anywhere in the area you live is just like whenever I go to BC, I'm dumbfounded by the sheer beauty. Everywhere you turn, there's, it's scenic.
It is. Yeah. That's little me. That's when I started snowmobiling, essentially. I was cool right from day one.
Yeah, there you go. You invented the pit viper too.
I see. I think those were my grandma's.
Yeah.
But This was the backcountry race. So this is the Riley Suhan. They used to call it the Riley Suhan Invitational, but I think it's just the backcountry race now. And it is, he is a pro hill climb racer on Team Skidoo. So he hosts his own little event in Golden, BC, where you do like a 7-minute backcountry enduro. So there's a tree part, there's a hill climb, there's a trail section, and you essentially do it as fast as you can. We're all competing for time. So we have wristbands on that catch our time. And this was the day I almost died because of my fuel pump. You could see my face underneath those goggles. I was not happy this day.
Yeah. Actually, Casey was saying from the last photo, she said, live and learn about riding behind you. And she said she screamed a few times, LOL.
Yeah, it probably hurts. I could only imagine. She had like little red marks all on her face where your like helmet meets your goggles. Oh, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I forgot the memo that said we needed a mud flap.
Yeah. The carbides on this thing, what have you got running there? They look flat.
Oh, they're always flat. It's because I don't even think mine are there anymore, to be honest with you. We run up this is what I mean. We push everything so bad. We ride mud and dirt and sand for essentially kilometers to get up to where the snow line is sometimes. So this was end of season, and I was just running them until they were gone. Okay.
You're seeing the tan keel on the bottom of the ski. The skis are tan.
That's right. The skis are
The
tan.
carbide is behind that, and it's very, very small. It's like a little thin bar.
Yeah, you can see it.
But you're looking at the tan keel of the ski. Remember, it's the
why-
tan and burgundy 2024
It is.
expert.
That's right, too. It is the tan keel. That's what I'm looking at on those Pilot X's.
And those new skis are 2-piece, right? So that black piece is one piece, and then the tan piece is a second piece. But my carbides are always. It's
yeah,
okay
that's what I'm looking at. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
We don't really use them. We like the trail in Vail Mount is 8 kilometers, and then we're in the backcountry, and I'm on the side of my ski or on my track only for the rest of the day, right?
Wicked. Actually, Michael DeJulio says this girl is badass. Wow.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm really not, but
I
just do it. This is Vail Mount. See, I had to share this picture. It's an oldie. This was my 22 before it even had a wrap. So I think this was my first season in the mountains.
Wow.
And I could dip a ski. See, I wasn't bad.
That's great.
It gives me motivation that I can still do this. But the views are epic. Yeah, that's Allen Creek. We all make a joke. It's only Allen. We don't need to go anywhere else. Allen Creek will give you the goods every time.
That's cool. Is there a lot of variety in Allen Creek? Like you can
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. And like, well, we're locals, and there's a few other older locals that we ride with, and like there's little secret honey holes that people coming from Edmonton and stuff don't know about that I will never tell any of you about. But we hit those a lot too. And it's funny it's not, I guess not funny, but it's fun to see when you're down in the trees and then everybody's riding past you and you're like, there's no snow down here, leave us alone.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Just
but yeah, there's always.
Yeah, Just Fly Low. He says outstanding guest tonight. I agree. This has been wicked. It's been interesting. Serge Burnett says there's WC toilets on the trails that are 30 feet high. How high the snow will get and more.
Yeah, so even our cabins are like, if you see them in the summer when we do our work bees and we post like loading them with firewood, they're way up in the air. And then when the snow starts falling, they're like on the ground, and you're like, sometimes the stairs disappear. You can just like walk in the door.
That's wild.
I remember being in a cabin in Revelstoke where you had to walk down, and there used to be a giant staircase up.
Yeah. My goodness, man. That's crazy. Chris Watson says, how crowded can the mountains get?
It depends on where you're going. They can get pretty crowded. I mean, I love Revelstoke, but it's one of the reasons I don't like riding Revelstoke, because there's only a couple of options and the trail gets so whooped. Like it's only groomed maybe once or twice every couple of days. Or I don't even know how often they do it, but we do it every couple of days. So it gets like massive moguls, and it's not fun, especially after a long day of riding and you want to hit the moguls, no, thank you. But they can get pretty busy. Like even Valemount, there's been days where the parking lots are just full of people. And then you get up to the cabin and it's just like, you can't even find a place to sit down because it's just, there's so many people in there. Those are the days that we just don't stop at the cabin. You just keep going. But depending on the snow, it can get pretty crazy. Even without the snow, like last year, people just wanted to get out. So everybody was out, and it's pretty busy. I know our hotels are full once the snow starts flying. So.
Wow. There's the picture of the other shot from the thumbnail.
Yeah, so the first shot was from my friend Danny. He's a local to Valemount and a firefighter in Fort McMurray. He took the first photo, which was beautiful, but this was Megan's view from the front. So this is Corey shooting snow. That was in my face, in my eyes. I was supposed to keep my eyes open, but it was very hard. But it turned out really cool. It turned out pretty cool.
Now you know how Casey...
And I was also taking a picture for my friend who owns that brand company there. She started an all women specific snowboarding brand called Next Arena out of Sherwood Park here in Alberta.
Nice.
So we were doing photos for her as well. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I was going to say, now you know how Casey felt riding behind you.
Now I know how Casey felt. She was there that day too. She's probably sitting in the background going, "Oh my God, now you know how I feel. Eat that snow."
Yeah. Yeah. Megan says Revelstoke sees over 30,000 riders a season.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yes. I don't know our numbers. If Curtis was on here, he could probably let us know, but I know we are not as much as that, but there's a lot of sledders. A lot of sledders.
Wicked. That's great. And she's still doing the snowboarding clothing?
Yeah, Next Arena, absolutely. Yeah, her name is Michaela, and she just launched this outerwear. So she used all the funds from her sweatsuits to fund her outerwear, and it's just launched. The really cool thing about this for girls, especially, it's really fitted nicely for women, but then you can also get sleeve length. So you can get a small, regular, short, regular, and long. So you can have like a fitted suit with the right arm length. Because I know for me, I have really long arms. I have to size up in all my suits just to get my arm length, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she makes the snow pants and the jackets short, regular, and long, which is really cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Very well.
Mm-hmm.
We have Thomas on that started Tubi and then was fired, and then he started a new company called Mountain Grit. We have him on next week. So that's
cool. He's really cool.
That's gonna be a great show. I can't wait to talk to him. But yeah. Shank 850 says Valemount sees around 15 to 20,000 riders on a good season. Wow. Yeah.
That's my husband.
Yeah, and Casey says she must be talking about Revelstoke. She tried, but it was like 5 sleds trying to ride around you at once.
Oh no, so she's the pink sled behind me in this picture here with the pink suit on. That's Casey. So she was trying to be in the chaos, but she was like, I'm going to get hit. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Love it.
This was my birthday bash. So we just lined up everybody's sleds, essentially. You can see Squirrely Shirley there. She's always got to poke out and make you see her. She's crazy. She's crazy. But yeah, these are, you can see the individuals in the back. We're just practicing our probes. So I was teaching them how to extend your probe by walking backwards and shaking a little bit, something I learned from Marshall Dempster, who does avalanche seminars. And it makes it just way faster to get that probe out so you can start searching for your friend. But this is the event where we practice, essentially, and I call it unorganized chaos to remind you that you need more education, or maybe a refresher, or maybe an AST2, or it's just if you're searching for beacons and you get frustrated and everything, I don't know how to use this. Imagine what that would feel like if it was one of your riding mates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. This is not that picture, the other one. And this is this your husband?
No. That is Levi LaValle.
Yeah.
I think he was on 12 episodes ago. Yeah, which was pretty cool. I met him at the Alberta Snowmobile Show. He actually autographed a picture for my dad and put on there fastest man on the water. And my dad's had that framed and it's in his water sled trailer.
Nice.
Because he is going to brag about that at every race now because Levi says he's the fastest.
Levi's amazing.
I've been his fan since like a little girl. I used to watch him when he was in Snowcross with Blair Morgan. And I remember punching the TV on that last lap when Blair passed him and Levi fell off his sled. I was so mad. Oh my gosh. He had him. I will still to this day, Blair, you got him for that. Yeah, you're lucky because he had you.
Yeah. No, Levi.
Yeah, I've been a big fan.
At shows like this, Levi is amazing. Like he's so approachable and he won't let you go. He just will talk to you all afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Like you're the only one.
Yeah, he was showing me videos of him on the water sled, and yeah, it was so cool. It was like talking to a friend, which was pretty epic when I've idolized him as a child.
Yeah. He's so cool. I was so honored to have him on the show a few weeks ago. It's one of those things, and I've been just flooding the social media with the clips from it because it was such a great achievement for this show. Like that really is probably the pinnacle of guests to have on, aside from yourself, right? Like
no, Levi's no. I am not at that level.
Yeah.
When I seen him on here, I was like, are they sure they want me after Levi? Okay.
Yeah, tough act to follow.
And Michael just put another good one. That's another Polaris rider.
Yeah, for sure.
And
do you know Caleb Kasturkey? You know him personally?
I know of him. I watch his proven progression videos, and I've talked to him a little bit on social media.
I follow him on social media, but
he looks like Riley Reinhardt.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? You got to help us get him on the show. We have fans that want to get him on there.
Oh, he's a busy dude, man.
This mod sled at Heydays. You remember this? I took videos of this. Yeah. I don't know if it's in our Heydays video, but I did walk up and take
we did. With the carbon fiber A-frames and stuff.
Yeah, it was in the Polaris booth. It was under their big thing at Heydays.
We did look at that. It's in our video there. Very cool. Yeah, no, these guys are amazing. It's Blair Morgan was on our show, and he'd come on tomorrow.
Really early. Really early on. Actually, and so was Nerona as well.
Yeah, Nerona's been on lots. Nerona would come on tomorrow if I asked him.
He is like my little bestie, man. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He sends me the funniest memes all the time. It's great. Keeps my spirit high.
Yeah. I love running into him at shows because he remembers us fondly.
Oh, he's so full of energy. Eh?
Yeah, I know. He's such a good advocate.
He's like a little chihuahua.
Did you see the pictures of him at Heydays where he had one of those giant foam cowboy hats on the entire time, and that's how people could pick him out of the crowd because he's giant
vertically
still making videos with that thing on, and then he like walks around on his knees and makes his wife take videos way above on a ladder. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's the greatest. I did a video when they did like.
I was gonna say your photographer is outstanding. Whoever takes all these photos.
So I have multiple. So Megan takes some. She's on here. Megan Don Visuals. Danny Roberts takes a lot of mine too. He's a local in Valemount. He is phenomenal at photography. And then these ones here are from the team ride. That is the Martin Motorsports photographer, and her name is Darian. She actually just had 2 twins boys like a couple of days ago. Congrats, Darian. But she is a phenomenal photographer as well. Yes. All I have talented friends. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild. Lots of wildlife too with the birds coming up to you.
That is a whiskey jack. So literally anywhere you go in a snowmobile area in Valemount, if you hold up a snack, a whiskey jack will land on your hand. I can almost guarantee you. If they're in the area, just put a snack on your hand. They will land. They will land.
Pretty wicked.
Yeah, they're the cutest.
That's it. Yeah, that's wild.
Oops. Let me at least get the title card back up.
Get right back like that. No, that's cool. Very cool. Anyone has any questions for Mama Gids in the chat, just post them up there. But that's awesome. So where are you going to go next? What's next for Mama Gids?
I think for me, I really want to push my own writing abilities. I also want to advance my avalanche education. So eventually go into some like where I could educate what people, not just women, but um, everyone. I would love, and to just learn for myself. It's something I'm really intrigued in, and I just want to know to keep everybody safe. So I do want to advance my education a lot. And I just want to ride. Honestly, I talk about it a lot, how when you get into like the sponsorship positions, it almost feels like a job. And I've gotten to the point where I miss the feeling of starting up my sled with my dad and just doing it because I love it, not because I need to go out and get content for somebody. So I really just want to ride for myself again, to be honest with you, and represent the people who feel like family. So I've really dialed myself down as a sponsored or an ambassador, and I just bring it back to my roots because I snowmobile because I love it, and I've always snowmobiled because I love it, and I feel like it's a legacy that I have to carry on for my father and for Mike, and yeah, it's something that's in my heart, not something that I want to portray as a job.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good mentality, actually. You know that there's then it lowers the pressure on you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it makes it because I was getting to a point where it felt like a competition, or you're like, why are these people picked and I'm not picked? And it makes you really not enjoy snowmobiling. It makes it like a caddy, you know what I mean? Um, but you just got to put yourself in. It's your own mind playing tricks, right? So you just have to put yourself in that mindset. And that's where I've chosen. I'm like, I represent the companies and the brands that I really love. And I know they support me and what I do. And I don't really want to push it any further than that. I just want to have fun and stay in this little bubble where I can teach my kids how to ride and live out the last kind of rides with my dad before he gets too old and that kind of thing, right? Just make actual memories on a snowmobile like it's intended to be.
Yeah, for sure. Michael DeUlio says she's so right, such a blessing.
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
so yeah, it's a blessing to be able to start your sled. Like it's a blessing to be able to do it with your family and yeah, getting the content and all the pictures is great. Like I love my pictures and I love those memories, but I do miss just going out not to get the picture, right? Like leaving all the cameras at home and just riding. So this season I've made myself a promise that I am just going to ride a lot and get way better at mountain sledding because there is still like every ride I go out, I'm terrified. Like it is a terrifying terrain. I would be lying if I didn't want to turn around and go home almost every time I was there, or feel like I'm in a situation where I can't get out and we're
Right.
going to have to call a helicopter. Um, but I want to get past that. And I feel like the last few seasons, I've really devoted myself on building the Mama Gids brand, and getting people to see that I want to advocate for women and I want to advocate for families and avalanche safety. Um, which I still do. Don't get me wrong. I still will be the Mama Gids, but I think I really want to ride this year and just actually ride.
That's awesome. How do people
Mhm.
follow you or get their hands on Mama Gid's brand? Like, where do you promote that kind of thing?
A lot of my stuff is on Instagram. I have over 20,000 followers on there now.
Cool.
So I run all of my stuff on there. I also have a small YouTube page that I just put my videos up from my social media usually. And then you can find my merch line and my avalanche advocacy on the sierrawinterway.com. So my friend Sierra has a whole, um, essentially it's a platform. So she supports a bunch of people who are giving back in all industries. And she's the artist behind all of our designs.
Yeah, very cool.
Epic.
Rob Reinhardt says, right on, love your passion.
Yeah, that's the only reason I do it, honestly. It's passion. I mean, it took me years to talk my husband into getting a snowmobile and coming out and
Seriously?
snowmobiling. Never, never. He was a city boy from Niagara Falls and he rode a skateboard and he did not do things with motors. He rode a motorcycle. That was it. And he used to post pictures, screw summer or screw winter. I love summer. He'd go down to Vegas. He'd escape the snow. And then Andy, my West dad, put my husband on a sled. And thank you, Andy, because I don't think I would have gotten back into snowmobiling if he wouldn't have convinced my husband to spring check 2 brand new dues and get us back into the sport. So
I love
thank you,
that.
Andy.
Love that. Yeah.
But
Very
now my
cool.
husband is amazing. Like kudos to him for I think this is his 5th or 6th season. He's a Lynx ambassador for my dealership. He can rip like he had 42 days on the snow last season. Like this
Wow.
dude is insane now, and it blows my mind the progression he made. But Andy can vouch for me here. We had him out on a Polaris his first season. And he did circles and circles and circles all day long to get that sled up on edge. And we do believe it was because I was coming out the next weekend and he needed to be better than me on a snowmobile.
Yeah. That's so
But
funny.
he progressed like I've never seen anybody progress on a snowmobile, to be honest. It was mind blowing. Like he could ride. He was in the advanced group for the charity ride last year, all by himself with none of his friends, chasing around Mason Kenyon and Blaine Matthews. And it was amazing. Like he's,
Very cool.
yeah. And I'm glad we can do it together. So that this season, like me getting out and riding and really pushing myself is going to be me chasing my husband and knowing that I'm okay because it's just the two of us, and he'll
Yeah.
laugh at me, but he'll pull me out. Right. So
Or him chasing you, right?
I hope we can get there one day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. When you talk about your avalanche, like increasing your avalanche awareness and training and that type of thing, is there levels of certification that allow you to get to a certain place where you can teach it and be like the
Yeah.
qualification
So
levels?
you
Like,
have to do, yeah, you'd have to do like your rider courses. So it's like your avalanche safety 1, avalanche safety 2, and then you would go into like your teaching ones, right? So there's like operations, and there's a lot of coursing and background and training to get into.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is it like a degree almost that you get when
Yeah.
you go up these levels?
Yeah, so you get certified as a rider for just like basic avalanche training, but when you go into like operations and teaching people, you're a certified trainer, and you have follow-up education and education you have to do every year, and it's a lot of work and it's a lot of knowledge and a lot of field work. So I think it's something that I may have to pursue when my children are a lot older.
Yeah.
And I have time to just kind of zoom around the mountains with the field team and learn all the stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, neat. I wondered how that worked, right? Because it like almost like a degree of belts in karate kind of thing, and work your way up to be the master.
Yeah, and I
avalanche
think there's like
safety.
a certain amount of hours, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's a lot of hands-on and a lot of schooling. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Well, if you can save somebody one day, then that, or help somebody save someone one day, then that's worth it, just in that,
Absolutely.
right? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's very cool. No, I appreciate your time tonight, Taylor, and what a great journey it took us on through all your life from starting out your first sled with your dad to today. That was awesome.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This is so cool. And it's a cool little outlet for the industry for people to come on and tell who they are. And because a lot of people see you on social media and they're like, oh, Mama Gids is crazy. Look at her posts. There's a whole story behind it, right? We're people. And I know like it's kind of like she's got this little thing she's doing on social media, like Take Off the Helmet series, where she really explains who the people are underneath the helmet as riders.
Love that.
And I think, yeah, and this is kind of the same, where you get to come on and tell your story, and really people can sit here and kind of feel like they know who you are, like a reality show. Like,
Yeah, it
this is
is.
me.
It's true. It's
Just
true.
a social media goofball.
Yeah, no, and I love it. I like that thing when MJ mentioned you, and I checked out your Instagram and went, oh, this is cool. Like you've got a variety of stories to tell, and your experience on everything, right? From oval racing, your mountain sled, to mountain riding and avalanche safety and all that good stuff. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, it'll just keep, there's going to be more stories. I get bored so easy, and I'm like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I like to tell people I'm good at a lot of things, like a lot of things. I'm not really great at anything. because I dabble in so much that I don't have the time to make myself a pro at really anything. But
No.
Duraval, master of none.
Yeah, that's right.
there you
Kinda
go.
how we operate, too.
Yeah, yeah, it
It
is.
is all master of
How we-
legit
how we
my
try to do
life.
Yeah, for sure. Just Fly Low says excellent show tonight. Chris Watson says great show, all the best to you and my sympathy for your loss. And Megan says thanks, Tay. Serge says awesome, good night, y'all. Vet Fan 67 says great show. These are gonna keep popping up all night.
I love it. Thank you guys
excellent.
so much for having me.
Yep,
It was
and
great.
again, follow Mama_Gids, GIDS on social media, on Instagram, to keep your thumb on this rising star, and look forward to all your adventures. Those days, those events that you do sound fun, you know?
Yeah, I plan on sharing a lot about them. It's only going to get bigger. I had 50 last year and we got 75 confirmed this year. So we're going
That's
to have some
cool.
fun out there for sure.
Megan, Dawn Visuals, love your story, the influence you have on the community.
Love you, Meg.
LaPointe C says, great show, she's cool. Renegade X.
Well, come follow me.
Yep. Renegade X850 says, great show, awesome stories. And Ron Kessler says, great show, Taylor. So good to see your passion for riding. Yeah. And great
That's why I do it.
Yeah, Michael says, thanks, guys. Great job. She killed it.
Oh, these guys are so nice.
Yeah.
I'm not great with compliments. I'm kind of like, but I appreciate all of this. This is so cool.
Yeah, I told everybody that tell all my guests that my fans are the best. Like the live chat's insane, and I think I told you, like, I don't script anything. It's the chat keeps it going, and we just keep rolling from there.
I love it. That's so cool.
Iron Moose,
So cool.
good show, guys. Thanks. You're gonna have lots of
Well,
fans
I'll have to
popping
reach
in.
out to Taylor and tell him to get on here.
That's right, for sure. And on
Next
that
time, maybe in summer.
on that note, I'll roll the credits, and we will chat with you soon. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
See you in the snow.
It's a journey for